Manchester United, on this day of recording, we are live Thursday, the 8th of August. And what is going on? We heard earlier today that Sandberg has agreed verbal agreement with Manchester United. Now we're having reports that are coming in, fresh development, that there might be a 25 million bid going into Burnley midfielder. And I know some people are thinking Sandberg, that doesn't really sound sexy. We're going to dive into Sandberg and why Manchester United are looking into that target as well. We're going to talk about Leverkusen setting a deadline towards Bayern Munich. There was reports coming out just a couple of hours ago that the Ligt deal is not on. Well, we are here to tell you that it is not off. It is on pretty much, and we're going to explain why in this podcast as well. We're going to talk about Wan Bisaka demanding a silly 7 million payout to leave Manchester United. Get out of the door, please. And Frankie Dejong, the saga that never seems to go away, and a cut price of 35 million. Will Manchester United Ten Hag do the deal? Listen, guys, you know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. I have a astute panel coming in to have their say. We're talking about football power hour with Papi and also Mark Nurse. This is the M&M show with an extra edition, Extra Spice with Papi. Let's do this. Here we go. Let's go. Good evening, everyone. We are live. We are back. Have you missed us? I certainly have missed you, community. We do apologize that we have not been able to stream that much this week. It's just been flat out with work and everything else. And everything that's going on with Manchester United is so hard to sort of collect all this information, especially when Twitter X has kind of rebranded themselves. So putting in hashtag MUFC gives you Snapdragon sponsored stuff, and you know what I mean. It's so hard to fish the information, but you know what? We're here to talk about Sandberg, or some people call Sandberg. You know what I mean? Sandberger. Like I call Papi, like, Papi. Listen, Papi, can I ask you a question, Pops?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you call a hamburger in Dubai?
Sandberg.
Sandburger, yeah. Big up. I haven't seen your ugly face for a long time on the stream. Big up, Papi. Welcome. How you doing?
Man, I'm fantastic, bro. Guess what, Mick? Guess what?
What happened?
Botswana won gold a few minutes ago in the 200 meters men's final.
Who smashed
the bro? Smash the likes for Botswana.
Smash
guys.
the like that. For Botswana, Domela Ra.
Exactly.
Where's your soundboard, Papi? Where's your soundboard?
Let me hook it up. Actually, I was so excited, I threw everything all over the place.
You went everything out the window. All right, congratulations, Botswana. Anyway, guys.
So it's a historic day for Botswana, for Africa.
It is a historic day. Well, it seems to be a little bit of a historic. Oh, there we go. Seems to be a little bit of historic movement for United as well. We're going to talk about Sandberg as well. There was reports that he agreed a verbal agreements according to Team Talk, but then I haven't really seen the credible journalists like Fabrizio or Ornstein coming out to reiterate that as well. But now it's also coming out that they are aiming to put in a bid of £25 million for Sandberg, which is kind of cheap. It is really cheap. I know Jarvis rated him a lot. I don't know much about Sandberg, but that's why I have you on as well. Also, Leverkusen sets a deadline for Jonathan Tah, and we know also we're going to talk about Uli Hoeneß, the director of Bayern, being under pressure because they've been trying to sort of squeeze United for the last little penny. But now Leverkusen's putting pressure on to say, look, are you going to buy us? Are you going to buy him? Otherwise, no deal, right? And they need to sell 3 players, according to what I read and what I'm going to talk about. This is Ligt, Mazroui, and also Kingsley Coleman, yeah?
Kingsley Coman.
So we're going to talk
Yes.
about that, what does mean, and there's a fresh report regarding that. But I also want to hear your opinion regarding Aaron Wan Bisaka, man. Aaron Wan Bisaka, cheeky little monkey saying, I want 7 million to leave the club. Oh, I want to hear your opinion regarding that. And also the Dejong mustard, they never want to go. We're talking about Dejong, right? Dejong mustard.
Yes.
Apparently, there is a rumor going out that Manchester United are getting a cheeky deal for £35 million for him, with the wages about 250k a week. Do you think? I mean, we know that the Papa Eric loves him, right? That is his son. That is his son.
Of course.
Right. It is you, the son. It is it not. What makes a difference? I want to play. Anyway, smash the like, people. Smash the like. We have Papi in the house. And let's get to the comment section, peeps. How you doing? We have Saeed Rahman in the house. Are we finished as a club? Question mark, Papi. Rip my Manchester United. Sir Jim called our club. He hires the best in class, and then he said, bring Sandberg at a club. Listen, there is a lot. Lillis United is here. AG is here. Jonathan Liljeberg, Sadiq Rahman. Let's just start with Sadiq's little bit question here, right? Is it doom and gloom with Sandberg?
So it's not, in my opinion, it's not doom and gloom. It is an is it like an upgrade to the level that we want? Maybe not. He's not like a player that moves the needle per se, but he has some attributes. He has some characteristics that are important and could potentially really complement the midfielders that we have and end up actually solving a lot of our problems. So I really think he ticks a lot of boxes. There's a whole argument that, why are we going for a player that's been playing for a relegated team? That argument really holds no water for me, because like, if you know your history, you will know that that does not mean anything. We've gone for players in the past that were either relegated or playing for a team that was fighting relegation. Irwin, Steve Bruce, Alistair, also I think Carrick, also when we got him, he got relegated in his early part of his career with West Ham. Roy Keane was from a relegated Nottingham Forest, So it's like honestly, you can find some a diamond in some dirt. You have to dig through the dirt and get the diamond. I'm not saying this guy is going to be any of those players. I'm not saying the Sandberg is going to, I want to make sure that part is also well understood, that I am nowhere by any means saying that he's going to be the same type of player as those, but there is like, you can find a diamond in the rough. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
Like Rihanna. Yellow diamonds in the rough, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, listen, while we have the topic, Jarvis is big up. Bless you, Jarvis, if you're watching from Malaga, Spain. He's on MILF hunting, right, with his kids. He's on holiday. He has no Wi-Fi. He doesn't have a computer, but he managed to send me this on WhatsApp because he's been following Sandberg. So I just want to share what Jarvis was saying here. Back in December 2019, he said Haaland and Sandberg would be the perfect signing for United for January. So basically, there was two talents Norway had on the, the best generational talent. That was Erling Haaland and Sandberg, right? So what happened here? What happened? Let's follow the timeline. Jarvis is even saying here, in January 20th, Sandberg is the best young DM out of here. He's probably available for 25-35 million from Gent, right? Ghent. United should just go and get him. Right. Well, let's continue what Jarvis is saying. Sandberg to Sheffield United. That was on January 20th. We would love to have him in our midfield. Extremely talented player. I wish him all the luck in Premier League. And then congratulations to Sheffield United. What a signing. So Jarvis knows a lot about this player. I wanted Berge in the midfield. He will be a perfect CDM. But big clubs will fight for him in a couple of years. This is what Jarvis is saying. So this is where we are. Like, it turned out to be, how do I say this, Poppy? How do I say this? One player, one player one player, I hear is Jarvis again. I'm gonna add him to the stage again. He's having a lovely time with his family and his kids. Sorry, Jarvis, big up. He just sent us
Hey,
this with his new Manchester United away kit. Big up,
okay.
Jarvis. And we see.
Big
Lovely,
up.
Jarvis. We miss you, man, and have a good holiday. So this is what I want to sort of discuss, guys, in the community chats, right? One player, like there was two generational talents, like there was predicted, Haaland and Sandberg. There was the talents to come out from the Norway that year. One went out and played for big clubs. Like one went and signed for Borussia Dortmund, then went to City. The other one had a different, career trajectory. Sheffield United, and Burnley. So then you're playing those relegation teams. So when he played with, Vincent Kompany, didn't want to play him as a CDM, but he is a CDM, right? So we haven't really seen the best of Sandberg in those clubs that have been, because of course the different style of football, they're more a relegation style of football as well. So there's not doom and gloom. So I believe Jarvis is the most astute tactician that I know in this channel and community. So I trust his judgment. So what is your thoughts regarding that?
So I really feel like in terms of like the attributes he has, like I understand he's not somebody that's you're gonna shake, that's gonna rock the world. But looking at what we have, or rather what we don't have, he will come and add something to the squad depth and the our ability for us to pull a midfielder that can play a 6 and an 8. He can actually play both positions pretty well. So that versatility is something that we need, because we know injuries and Man United go like this, right? He's also like, he's mobile, he's got for somebody of his height, he's actually pretty mobile. And he while he may not be as like say like as dominant as a Rodri or like he's not like that type of player, but he's not a Michael Carrick by no means, but he can actually
he's not a sexy player.
Yeah, no, he can actually impose himself on a in a midfield, and you'll see his presence. He is in the 91st percentile of best midfielders aerially, so
aerially.
So for sure those first balls and second balls, we're winning them. If we have
interceptions, what is his interceptions per 90?
Okay, that's the part. He's a mixed bag. Interceptions are not so good for let me actually bring them up, because I remember I think he's in the 21st percentile. That's the part that I was
you have his attributes, so it's good to look at one.
I'm just telling you from memory because I looked him up the other day. So let me actually pull up his stats really quickly.
Is that recently from when he played with Burnley, or is it in general?
This is like all in general. This is sort of like in terms of like how, there we go. 26%. So I was off by 5%. Here is, I'm just going to share the graphic right now with everybody so we can see what we're talking about. Really.
Okay, the whiteboard is coming up here.
Boom. Here we go. All right. Now let's focus right here. Tackles, we can see 67th percentile, which is okay. 2.28 tackles per 90. That's
cool.
The blocks is cool, but what's cooler is the aerials. 91st.
Wow, 91.
Yeah.
How tall is he though?
He I think he's 1.9 meters, 1.95 meters.
195 centimeters. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So that means this is a big aerial presence in the middle, something that we want. In terms of you comparing with Ugarte, like his interceptions is low, but the rest is good. Blocks, clearances, aerials too, is progressive passes. Means that he's not so good in progressive passes, right?
Which is where now what you want to give the Berger. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep calling him the Berger.
Yeah, Sandberg.
The Sandberg. You give him the specific instructions that look, you win the aerial duel, you pass the ball to Kobe, they will progress the ball forward. Pass the ball to Bruno, they will progress. Or Lisandro Martinez, he will find the line breaking pass. That is, all you need to do is just get a specialist who can do the job for you.
Yeah.
I would have wanted Ugarte. That's the person that I really wanted, even though
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
blind. This is
yeah,
another
yeah.
story. But
I mean that is still on. That is still on. That's not off, to be honest, right? So,
oh, really?
yeah,
What's the
yeah, yeah.
scoop, Nick? What's the scoop
Oh,
on
I'll
that?
tell you a little bit later. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right. All
yeah,
right.
yeah. So, okay, so for me, we are looking for a system player. Like, I know it's not a sexy sign player, like, but we are always look at the system player. We're looking for that destroyer, like somebody that can win the ball aerially or just transport the ball, simple passes
Yeah.
forward. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that is
Mm-hmm.
Ugarte, 100%. Sandberg, so far, for me, it's just a Mayday target. Like,
Sure.
the
Yeah.
main target is Ugarte. But Sandberg is like, just in case this doesn't happen, we move on to others and speak, agree personal terms, and then we keep going on with the clubs.
Exactly.
Like, we're not putting
Exactly.
one egg in one basket. We're moving quick on the market. And this, my friends, is the work of the new, what do you call him? The head of recruitment that is there temporary. What's his name? Chris something? No, I can't remember his name.
Christopher Vivale.
Vivel, yeah, that is his work. That's his job, what he's doing. Now he's putting his money's worth. Now I want to put this to the stage, though. Like, I want to add this to the stage that there is fresh development shared in Man United's transfer pursuit of Burnley player. Now, earlier we heard from Team Talk that Berge has agreed a verbal agreement with United, which is pretty much, are you interested to join? Yes, you are. So Man United are currently preparing a bid worth up to £25 million. That's a cheap option, right? They're looking at
Yeah.
cheap targets. But that doesn't mean to say that United are walking away from the Ugarte deal. This is just a sort of a, how do I say it, like a safeguard, right? Number two
Plan.
option.
Mhm.
But, however, having to say that, that doesn't mean that you can get him as well with Ugarte on a loan with an option to buy,
Ooh.
or
Now,
you can also. Number
yeah.
3 is also sitting there waiting, like he did last year. Like, wake me up before you go. Amrabat
Yeah. Yeah.
will not say no. You know what I
Uh,
mean? It's like
uh-huh.
Amrabat is sitting there waiting as well. So Fenerbahce have also expressed an interest in Berge, but you know how Fenerbahce is. They come in like, with the low bod, like, no
Of
punches
course.
below the belt, please. No punches below the belt. They still punch below the belt. Seriously. So, so I would just say that, keep your eyes on this one. It's really interesting that we see this, but I had to look at it from the perspective that he was a generation talent with Erling Haaland. One went out and had still a career with better clubs. The other one
Yeah.
went to play in lower clubs. So there is a player in that, and Jarvis rates him. So when Jarvis says yes, I listen 100%. But anyway, big up to all of you. Joe Wick is in the house. Jonathan Liljenberg, we haven't forgot you guys. Let me see what you guys are saying. GK in the house. Mano, what you saying here? Mano Ugarte Bruno Fernandez. Kazimia is also here.
Yeah.
Good evening. Good evening, Sadek.
Good
Rahman
evening.
is also here.
Yeah.
Here. Who else do we hear? We have Elizabeth Bailey. What up? Elizabeth buying, not buying Tana. No, we're going to dive. Maybe we should just go straight into that story. Sandra Myers. Lovely, Sandra. How are you today? Good evening to you as well. What are you saying, Pramash? Enjoy the Deadwood. No, it's going to go out. We're going to talk about that one as well.
Raj always writes this message, by the way, Mick. It's the daily message that.
Yeah.
So,
Deadwood. And we're still
yeah.
waiting for Mark. And, Mark has a middle name. You know what Mark's middle name is?
Deadwood. I don't know what's his middle name.
No, it's late.
Ah,
Mark Late Morris.
Mark Late Earn.
Yeah.
Oh,
So big up all the moderators. We have Stephanie Griffith in the house moderating. We have Chris in the house as well. What Chris is saying, is Berge better than Amrabat? Question mark. Puppy? Yeah.
no, I think
Yes.
Amrabat is better, but
Mm.
Berge is. If we get Berge and Amrabat, it wouldn't be a total disaster. For now, I think it's what we can afford because of just we know how we're having cash flow issues right now. Man United
Yeah,
and my wallet are very similar right now.
yeah. We have Kush in the house. Big up Kush as well. And we
Hey,
have Mark saying, punching below the belt, saying, how, what are you saying, Mark? When are you coming in? How is he generational but never played to the level of every club we want to sign? Well, sometimes the trajectory is not what you get as a player. That's the thing, right? I don't know how old he is, but I don't find it. I don't know much about him, to be honest, right?
He's 26.
Yeah. Listen, let's go straight into the story, guys, because big up for everyone that's coming in. 64 watching. Apparently, like, I will give you a live update how many are watching right now on my platform. And right now, yes, it's 323 watching right now. So please, whatever you're doing, smash that like button. If you can get up to 100 likes, Papi, since Botswana won some Olympic stuff, he will do a backflip.
I will do a black flip. A backflip.
A black flip.
I'm
I don't
also
know
talking
why.
about platforms, Nick. I'm also streaming to my platform, so I want to also encourage everybody that is here to also hit the like button on Football Power Hour as well. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
I think we have less than 10 people there, so kindly just hit the like button there. We can watch on whatever.
Yeah. And Jowick is saying, how can a 26-year-old be a generation talent? Well, he didn't have luck in terms of the transfer. He went for Ghent. He went for what was it? Sheffield, wasn't? And then he went to Burnley. So it doesn't have that much.
And I don't know who said generational, by the way. Did you say generational talent?
Yeah, it was Jarvis, basically. Jarvis, if you go back to
Jarvis.
since 2019. So there was 2 talents from Norway in 2019. There was Sander Berge, and there was Haaland. But let's talk about the Ligt, right? Because now is the crucial time. There's like about 3 weeks left to the transfer closes on Friday, right? And this is crunch time. This is squeaky bum time, right? As per se. But let's bring this up because I don't know, some reactionaries saying it's off, but however, it's not off. And there is confirmation regarding this as well. Let's bring this to the stage. You ready, Pops? Listen, Florian Plettenberg, the Plettigol, right? He tweeted brilliantly today to say Uli Hoeneß, which is basically the guy, the fat guy of Bayern, right? Clarifying his statement about the transfer stop at Bayern, meaning there is a resolution from the supervisory board that says we have spent 125 million, and if any new players comes in after that, we first need to sell. The similar situation what Manchester United are. I communicate that, and this is my final word. When Uli Hoeneß speaks, that is the fat lady sings. You know what I mean? But the final word of supervisory board is a whole. And then there is a warning sign to say the supervisory board only willing to approve the signings of Jonathan Tah and Desiree Doué after sales are completed. Most important sales is now the Ligt and Mazroui to Manchester United. Now, and then the Bild later on reported this. Jonathan Tah to Bayern Munich is not off yet. Bayern's management are still keen to sign Tah if Matthias de Ligt leaves the club. This is coming from the Bild, right? So this is the domino effect. So we basically put their balls in the, what do you call it when you screw the things, right? So this is kind of, everyone seems to be stuck in that quicksand, right? You know, they're trying to be mugs to try to squeeze us out for money. But at the same time, they're being pressured by Bayer Leverkusen to say there's a deadline. If you want our player, which is Jonathan Tah, come to Monday, show us the money. And they are pressure now. They say our deals is not off. We want Jonathan Tah. No. We want Desiree Doué. So we know the Manchester United come in and put a 50 million package for both players. And they just like, the ironic thing is, Rafaela Pimenta went and leaked this out to the Telegraph. I've been speaking to some tier 1 journalists as well to confirm this. Basically, they had a deal. They had a deal for both players on 50. And Bayern says, yeah, that's cool, right? Yeah, that was during the US preseason tour. Then the strange thing happened as well, because, you know, if you look at Mazroui to West Ham, they had a deal with the club on 17.5 million. Right, but they never had a deal with Rafael Pimenta and the player. So that's where the deal fell off. And all of a sudden, like Bayern come in and said, no, we want 25 million. What you thinking about? Hey, Mayday, what you thinking? Huh?
What you
So
thinking?
you see how they're calling them out all of a sudden. Like, and now they find out also that, you know, the injury of young signing center back, you know, Lenny Euro, they find out he's going to be out for 3 months. So they're thinking, thinking that they're going to get more money, because then they think that we have a defensive crisis. So maybe, but United's been resolute to say, no, listen, we had a deal on 50 million for both. Take it, screw you guys. Like, we know that you guys need to buy. So I would say, I would ask you guys, all of you, according to what you see in here, what you hear here, do you think that's going to be some bowel movements in the next couple of days regarding Mazroui and the Ligt? Because Bayern needs to bloody sell as well. We're going to ask the Mr. Late. Mr. Late, how you doing?
Big up everybody coming in. What's good? What's good? Unexpected circumstances, Mick. You know how it is. Sorry about that. Had no choice.
Hey, you Trinidad.
Things I would miss this show for the world. You know what I mean? Big up to Poppy. Poppy, that's a little criminal what you did there, mentioning Palestine in the same sentence with Big. But you know what? I'll let you live for now.
Didn't you hear what I said?
I think it's gonna be an interesting end to. I think it's gonna be an interesting couple days coming up, bro, guys, because there's a lot of reports coming in, some confirmed by some sources, some unconfirmed by other sources. And what can I say? What we do know for sure is that Manchester United has agreed personal terms with prospectively, I think it's 4 players now, if you include Sandberg's verbal commitment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what we have seen so far in the window is that this club has signed the players that they've agreed terms with. So let's see how it goes. I'm hopeful that we actually do sign some of these players. Most importantly, a defender or 2, because I think that's the biggest situation and problem in our team. The midfield is also the next problem. So I definitely think, we need a midfielder. More of a destroyer though. So Ugarte, hopefully that loan deal materializes. I'm gonna manifest that like the 200-meter goal Papi manifested earlier on tonight. The dude didn't even see the race and already won the gold medal. Understand what I'm saying, guys? He's got some good manifestation power. So, Papi, we have to manifest Ugarte tonight, brother. You're on a roll.
We're gonna manifest.
No, I'm gonna ask you. I started a poll. Would you take Sandberg to United for 25 million? That's a cheap deal, right? So I started the poll. So I want to sort of test the poll survey, what you guys are thinking in the VR room. But I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to ask Mark, because you did a morning show with me and then you did an afternoon show. You covered Ten Hag's presser. Ten Hag demands, he wants, he knows the situation. But he also said you have to be patient regarding the transfers. That was one of his biggest quotes. So he knows something that we don't know. 100%. Have a plan.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like Kush right now. Personal terms agreed, FC. Big up to Kush coming in. You know what I'm saying? And to be fair, if Sandberg, we could get him for 20 million plus 5 in add-ons, I feel, but he's not the only midfielder. Okay. But from what I read this morning, Burnley want 30 million pounds. So we're going to have to negotiate something like 25 plus 5. Not interested anymore from the time across 25, bro. I being real. I being so
Who does Burnley think we are?
Bro, everybody doing that nonsense. Everyone. You know what I mean? All the time this dude was 20 million, bro. Nobody going in for the
but we have the clubs been for the past weeks. They think we are Manchester United of the old, right? No. We have a new establishment. So listen, personal terms agreed, FC. Well, isn't it good that we actually have aligning all these players and we will sort of take the first one that will hatch, Like you put multiple eggs in the basket, you just don't put one egg and wait for that to hatch. Like you sit in there and rooster. No. So we basically agreeing personal terms for multiple players, and then we see who we will get. At least we know they want to come, right? And at least we know we offer them the wages. They're not silly wages, and then we are kind of dealing with the clubs to get it over the line. I know that Ugarte is the number 1 target. I know they are also forced to sell. So Manchester United will not pay 50. They're probably going to go in and say, listen, we're taking from Malone an obligation to buy bish, bash, bosh. If that doesn't happen, we move to, let's say, Sandberg. We also have, what's his name? Yusuf Fofana as well, right? Cheap deal.
See, Mick, the problem with Sandberg and Yusuf Fofana is that you can't buy one. Because neither of them are number 6s. Neither of them can cover the role of defense.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense. No,
so that for me is my big problem. If we just be looking at those 2 guys, we might as well just bring Rabiot in on a free and save the other 15 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
No, okay. Well, I'm going to check what the poll is saying here now. Would you take Sandberg to United on 25 million? 44% of you saying no, 56% says no, 56 says no, and 44 says yes. And there's 25 votes. I'm going to end this poll as well. Listen, I'm going to voice my opinion. I don't know much about Sandberg, but based on the profile that you showed me, the interceptions, oh, that's a big red one. That I don't want. That tells me that he's not a proper CDM, a destroyer type that we're looking for. I'd rather do like you said, guys. I'd rather then take Rabiot in for free. I'd definitely take call the agent of Amrabat to say, come back. We want you, right? You can play the role. And number 3, upgrade Collier.
That's why I'm saying to man them, like, if we go and spend 25 million on Sandberg, we might as well just project Collier, bro. Because I feel Collier offering what he going to offer, in my honest opinion. I've been so real. I rather back that than somebody else.
But you reckon that's the you get 3 players, and what did you spend? Yeah. Okay. What did you spend? Collier is free. It's an academy product. Amrabat, yet another loan, because there's other clubs that want him on loan as well. So yeah, Fiorentina is letting go for a loan, and you have a sign-on fee for Rabiot. It's not really free, but you're not paying anything. It's just a sign-on bonus. And
isn't Amrabat
there's 3 players on free.
Isn't Amrabat on his last year though?
Yes. I mean that next year. Listen to this smart business. Last year on his contract, you take him on a loan, and then sign up for free agent.
I mean, yeah, that's not a bad deal. I mean, he performed. My puppy on mute.
No, I'm not on mute. I was just saying. I was saying. Here's the thing. I think if we do this right, I'd be fine if we go with Rabiot. Right, we get Rabiot in. We know that Collier has a pathway, and then from there we get also we have to get rid of McTominay though. We have to get rid of McTominay. Like that, I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to have all those players in there with the current players that don't. We know Casemiro is not going to leave. That's for sure. So I'd rather have Collier, Rabiot, and if we can get Amrabat, then I think we will be okay. At least for top 4.
Okay, so that's the worst case scenario. Then you haven't spent anything. Then you're just saying you're keeping Casemiro as an optional rotational. You have Collier that coming up that will get inspiration for Casemiro and learn. Then you have Amrabat that is the Amra tank, right? And then you have young Collier. No, wait a minute. And Rabiot. There's 4 players, and Rabiot is Rabiot is the Swiss Army knife. Yeah, he can play both 8 and 6.
Yeah.
Yes, go on.
What Amrabat also brings, let's not forget that there's no need for him to like settle in. He knows the methods, the training methods. He already knows everybody more or less, and the people know him as well with training. So it's not like getting acclimated to a new environment all over again. He'll just look at it as like, I've had a long summer away. I just didn't go to America on tour with the team. But poor Rabiot, though, we got to look at it also from his perspective and say, like, would you feel? Would you feel valued if you're still left in this period of limbo? Again, it's not the first time when we don't really make a decision on it quickly.
Well, it seems like it was linked to Liverpool, but for some reason they're going for Zubamendi instead. So, yeah, I think Rabiot for free, like that. For me, there's a reason why Rabiot gets picked to the French national team. He's always got to play a role, right? So for me, he will provide definitely experience as a number 8, as a number 6, as a number 10. And he's very good on set pieces and arriving and scoring goals. So that is a good one. Amrabat don't need integration. Like, okay, we didn't utilize him much last season, but we saw the way he contributed for the last 4 games. And the way we won the FA Cup as well. We've seen Collier, like, the ability, what he had in the US tour, fantastic, right? And who else do we have here? Like, we have young Maxi Ogayene as well, Uyadele, right? Yeah, so we're good. Yeah. According to Chris here, is saying, I prefer a 6 from the academy, 100%, yeah. Let's dive into the chat as well. Jawick is also saying here, facts, just use Collier and use extra 5 million to get the Ligt done. Yeah, how you utilize the money, guys. What's cooking? What's going on? Wisdom IAO. Wisdom. We're talking about the United registered splash to cash 25 million. Is it true? Is it not? Regarding Sandberg, there was only one team talk that were reporting that he agreed personal terms, but the rest hasn't really reported it. Leverkusen deal also for Tah. They're pushing, Bayern to sort of set a deadline. You want pay up by Monday, and this is pressure now. Bayern needs to sell, Ligt and Mazroui, and potentially Coleman as well. What's his name? Kingsley Coleman, right?
Kingsley Coleman.
Yes.
Guys, are you prepared to duck?
Yeah, 100%. We are prepared to duck. Are you prepared to duck? Whoa! Let's go.
Super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat.
Oh, we have the steal. Always like to steal my kisses from you. Big up 5
Aussie Dozzy super chat from down on the left hook with a right coming in. No Garte, no Ligt. Another disaster transfer period for United. The big hope in us not getting what we needed for the start of the season. Not happy. Big up to Jeff Steele coming in. I think.
Yeah, I love you, Jeff, for your Aussie dollars all the way from Adelaide. Listen, we spoke about this morning, Mark. We did, right? So it's basically, you can't blame this on Ineos. You can't blame them on Ten Hag. You can't blame it. You have to blame it, put the focus on the Glazers, the Woodwards, the Matt Judges, and, Ed Woodward, what they've done. It's like despicable what they've done. It's like somebody just had explosive diarrhea in your bathroom, puppy, and you just come in as a janitor to try to keep cleaning up. It's not a nice smell. It is shit all over the place, and we need to sort of clean that up. And that's what they're trying to do. I'm sorry, pardon my language, but that is what is going on, right? They're trying to untangle everything.
I want to write a poem called "The Ghost of Ed Woodward."
Yeah.
I've read, the first line is "Ooh."
Yeah.
So, I'm being real, guys. Like, to be honest, I'm not too worried in this general sense. I just think that with the whole hype of best in class and the way everyone has been selling this ship so far. Now, I was a little bit more reluctant to be hyped because I like the little decisions that they made right. The fact that they got the structure in, I think I could, settle for that. 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about the sirens, guys. But no. But at the same time, for me, it's like I just think there's come a time when you have to push and pull. I understand you want to set some precedents about not overspending, about not being held to ransom for players, about the wage bill and these things. But Rome wasn't built in a day, and just like you're trying to fix it, you still have to take some time, maybe you might just have to go in and spend expensive on one player or two. You might have to break your wage bill law for one player or two. In the matter of fact, looking at the necessity of the squad, I mean, we lose Varane and we lose our best upcoming defensive prospect. I mean, Will Fish is cool and all, but he's nothing close to Willie Kwambala.
Right.
So it's like we need two defenders. We don't just need one. And we signed one, but he injured now for 2 months.
You covered Ten Hag's presser, and he said he spoke about the transfers, and he said they have a plan, and you guys have to be patient. And lo and behold, just now, 90 minutes comes in. Graham Bailey, my good friend, just comes in with an article. Hang on, are you guys ready again?
We ready? What is?
Well, it says here, Manchester United handed a transfer boost over Matthias de Ligt and Nizar Mazroui. So big up Jeff Steele. Sounds like you understand, no excuses. Listen, it's no excuses, Jeff, right? We are not the footballing directors. We are not the head of recruitments. We are trying to untangle the mess of what's left. But right now in this situation, multiple clubs are stuck in limbo, trying to sell to buy. And this is what's going on right now. So Manchester United have been handed a transfer boost over Matthias de Ligt and Mazroui. Let's read this article together. Man United have been handed a potential boost in the summer pursuit of both Matthias de Ligt and Nizar Mazroui due to Bayern Munich's own ongoing transfer plans. So we spoke about this Ole Hoeneß thing. They have reached, they need to sell. United have been eyeing Ligt through the transfer window, while links with Mazroui have emerged more recently as the need for the additional fullback depth has become apparent. Now you have to you have to read this, but here we come. Here, what we mentioned earlier, Bayern have spent 125 million euros on variety of new signings, including João Palhinha and Michael Olise, and now at the point of needing to sell in order to fund further recruits. Ole Hoeneß has come out to say, listen, he said this, according to Florian Plettenberg, the supervisor board only willing to approve the signings if Tah and Bayern, they need to buy Tah and Bayern. After sales are completed, most important is the Ligt and Mazroui to Manchester United. You see how this interlinked all the time. And you go back to this article, there is a resolution, and this is communicated by Ole Hoeneß. This is my final word. You know, Ole Hoeneß is the guy to say, we want these players, we don't gonna let them go. You know, Leverkusen's putting pressure to say, if you want Tah, pay up now because we need to plan for the summer as well. So, of course, there's been pressuring United. It's like, oh, we want 60 million, 50. But now they will buckle. They will definitely buckle. What you guys thinking? What you thinking about?
I really think we need to go ahead and I like that, you know, as you mentioned there's a domino effect, and it starts with Leverkusen redrawing. If they draw the line and say, listen, you guys Bayern Munich have to sell, that will actually mean like, you know, Man United and Bayer Leverkusen are putting pressure on Bayern Munich to make movements, because at the end of the day, like, the transfer deadline is coming, but like the season starts before the transfer deadline, right? And if we don't actually make moves right now, we're only going to be sabotaging ourselves by getting players late. So please, Jonathan Tah, whoever his agent is, help us also put pressure on these guys, because we need movement. And Bayern Munich just needs to like let go, man. Let go. We need to build for the season. You know, that's why I met with it. I really hope that after like, you know, we get De Ligt and Mazroui, we can also solve our midfield issue, because we have two major crises that we need to solve quickly, expeditiously, you know.
Yeah, that's the center back we need. We need to get it in
100%. You know, 100%. I think we offered something like 47 million as a deal for the two players. Maybe we should just give them the 55 and call it a day, just for this one deal, because it's necessary.
Yeah. I'm starting a poll. Do you think that the Light and Maz will become United players?
While you're writing that poll, quick little sidebar: David De Gea he is going to Fiorentina. Here we go. David De Gea finally is employed.
Yes, finally, David De Gea, ex-Spanish David De Gea, on the verge of return to football. Fiorentina, finally. Big up Dave, Big Dave. Yo, Dave. I'm happy for Dave. I'm happy.
Maybe he's gonna go talk to Amrabat and say, "Don't worry, they're coming to get you. Don't worry, Agent Dave is on duty."
Yeah. Anyway, there's about on MUFC. We are co-streaming as well on Football Power Hours channel as well. There are 700 of you watching. 700 on MUFC Realist TV on all channels and all platforms. Actually, we're only streaming on YouTube. Guys, if we can get over 100 likes, Papi has promised to do something special for you. Guys, this one in the middle,
I got a dip though. You know, I got to jump on a stream that's actually happening right now. So thanks for having me, Mick.
Before you go,
big up to you, Papi. And you know what? I trust that Mick has got
before
his
you
finger
cheat
on
us
guys.
and go to KG stream, before you go to KG stream and cheat on us, I want your opinion on Dejong, the mustard.
Yeah, 35 million. Sign him up. Let's do this. Sign him up. 35 million. Sign him up and get Ugarte on loan. Let's get this thing on the road. Boom, bang, bang. Drop some bombers.
Yeah. Okay, you excuse your chicken. Go ahead.
Big up, Mark.
Say hello to KJ as well, will you?
Big up, will do.
All right. That's Mark gone. Listen, he's always dipping. He's that bin dipper. Come on, man.
He
always
came
bolting.
late and left early.
Yeah. What's going on with him, right?
He's
Listen.
got a court case to attend, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Like, he's got many names, late and Dipper and Bolter, whatever you can call him. Usain Bolt's cousin. Like, I'm bolting by. Right. Here we go. Papi, okay. Frankie Dejong. The saga that never wants to go away. The prodigy son, the lost son of Erik ten Hag. We know he loves him. We know he's been speaking to him. He will not abandon him, right? Apparently, he was paying handsomely because of the deferred wages. He got double salaries. Now, Barcelona wants to offload him 100%, and they're willing to cut the price on 35 million pounds and plus 250k with wages. Would you take it? Would you take it?
Hell to the no, Mick.
No.
And this hell to the no. This is why, for me, even though Erik ten Hag is fond of Frankie de Jong, I don't think like he's gonna be the player that's gonna really play for the Berge. Big up Rahman, big up to you, Frost, Mr. Frost as well. But I really don't like Frankie de Jong. I look at Frankie de Jong as that high school crush that you've had for a long time, for the longest. And you keep on like you're on your separate lives and you just keep writing a Facebook message, and trying to keep contact, but let go and let live. That's
let go. But listen, at the end of the day, we are not the one that's signing it. Like, if the board has approved it, if they think that he could fit the system. Yeah, he's a ball carrier, he's a destroyer in one, he's the Swiss Army knife. And before we give you answer, we have this, a little bit of a
super chat, super chat, super chat.
Super chat.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Sweden, our legendary Jonathan Liljenberg with 20 Swedish crowns. What are Sir Jim Ratcliffe thinking about? Well, Glazes here are still here. Yeah, no, 100%. Like, Glazes are still here, my dear friend, but they are not in charge of the football operations anymore. Like, so I would just say, guys, at the end of the day, in summary, like, you want the players signing, but the background story, what we're trying to do, right? Somebody just pulled in the hand grenade and made a mess out of it. So they are just coming in as a sanitary, trying to clean up what the mess they've done. And that's transitioning over to Aaron Wan Bissaka story. Like, we have the Deadwood players, and apparently the old dumb establishment made stupid mistakes, saying that players with 1 year left on this contract or extending, they get a little bit of a buyout to leave. Now, the latest report coming out from Aaron Wan Bisaka wants 7 million transfer payout to leave Manchester United. They're sitting there cushioning.
Right? Say that again.
7 million he wants in transfer payout. You know what it is? You know when you arrange a party, right? A housewarming party or something at your house. And there's always one annoying guest, that arrives and he's the last one to leave, and you're sitting there giving him signs, I want to go to sleep. But he just sits there on the couch and doesn't want to leave. He sits there, drink all your drinks and eats all your food and just stinking up the place. And you're just looking at him, is it time to leave? Is it time to leave? Come on. But now you got to put the foot down and say to all these players to say, we will rip up your bloody contract. You're not welcome here anymore. We need to build a squad, and you're not part of the future. You're not going to get game time. And they say, whatever, I have a contract, so you pay me out 7 million. I mean, what kind of world are we forced in? Like, if Aaron Wan Bissaka demands 7 million, and if sudden Scott McTominay and all of a sudden Victor Lindelof say it's the same, what the hell? I mean, how difficult is this? Yeah,
it doesn't stop there. It's Casemiro, all of them.
Yeah. I mean, and this is not Ineos' fault. Like, they're trying to sort of clean this mess up. I'm protecting them for some reason, because if you know the background story of it, like, you got to see it from the 360 vision, the way it is.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
My thoughts is, like, as frustrating as this can be, like, I always kind of look at it from the player standpoint as well, for a little bit of like perspective in terms of just like these guys have a settled life already. Casemiro's kids are going to school in Manchester.
Wife is
The
happy.
wife is happy. She's already made vacation plans with the salary that they have. That
She
they're
made new
receiving.
friends, and
New friends. It's really all comes down to he's got a black and white agreement that has been said you're going to be earning this much money up until this period. So from his savings, right? Look at David De Gea didn't even need to rush into work. He was chilling, enjoying his money.
he's chilling. He was spending time with his newborn baby, the daughter, baby girl,
you
with his
know,
baby
you know,
mama.
and
Yeah, if
that's
you
the
know, you know.
unfortunate situation, Mick, that we find ourselves in, that like we're overpaying players that are also most of them are really, really,
Subpar.
really subpar players who are now also just becoming squatters at the party, as you said it, like last one to leave,
Last
don't
one
get
to
the
leave.
the party has ended. You really gotta shut the music off for them to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're making the signs. I'm
hey,
sleepy.
what are you doing tomorrow? Like,
Yeah.
you're trying to like, you don't have plans to. He's like, nah, I'm sleeping in
Nah.
tomorrow. Like, so unfortunately, we're stuck with those kind of players. But I try the perspective for me to balance the frustration is that like I look at it from like the fact that they have an agreement that says you're gonna be earning this much money. Who's the fault? Who's at fault here that they have that agreement is the people that drafted that agreement and wrote it down. And
Yeah.
it's the ghost of Ed Woodward again looming in the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Before we continue on the next, what I think, I'm just going to disclose your poll VR rumors, because I posted a 8 minutes ago, and there's 46 votes saying, do you think that the Ligt and Maz will become Man United players? And 52% are still positive, think it's yes, and 48 says no. Ending the poll. Boom. Bosh, thank you for voting. Yeah, it is that untanglement that, unfortunately we are in the situation that we also need to sell like Bayern Munich, like also like PSG, like so many other clubs, and trying to get rid of these players. And then reports coming out that, yeah, I want 7 million. Get the hell out of it. Get your bike scheme, like, get all this rent scooter like for him. You know what I mean? For life.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, so it is what it is, and I think it will be resolved. I think that in end of the day, like, we will get Ligt over the line, we will get Mazroui over the line, and I think that Wan Bisaka will leave eventually as well. Now, this is a play for the gallery, of course. West Ham and Alden Club, Fulham, saying they're also playing the game, leaking out to the stories that we will not go for 25 million. They're all trying to get a bargain deal. 3 weeks left of the window right now. This is in the media. They're leaking out stories. This is agents and club filling out. The similar what Manchester United did with Ugarte, to say we're cooling off, we're walking away, we're looking at the targets, but hey, we'll come back if you're interested. We're alone with an obligation to buy. So listen, in over to the fat ladies thing. So keep your powder dry. Make yourself a cup of tea or whatever you're drinking. Pin back your ears and let's watch this unfold. Right at the end of the day, that's the most sensitive thing you can do for your mental health.
Yeah, I think really we have to all collectively, say our prayers and really manifest this, because at the end of the day, it would be like, I think the upgrade that we need if we literally, like, what I really am excited about, Mick, is the fact that going forward, Mazroui actually brings a different dynamic to our team, like whether you on the left or on the right, and he will really help us. He's a real baller, and not to say Wan Bisaka is not, like, Wan Bisaka excels at only one thing, and then the other things are just okay, but at the end of the day, we really need somebody who's gonna help us have that continuity factor, even if, say, for example, something happens and maybe we lose like 7 games on the bounce, Ten Hag gets sacked. If we still have a Mazroui, we're still able to like keep that sort of like playing style that we're trying to achieve, and be more, which is more proactive, more like not relying on playing counter-attacking football anymore. Those days are the past.
Gone.
be the team that's decisive, that's dominant, and that's why I feel like it will help us land, So I'm really, 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 really praying that we get that deal done by the beginning of next week, Monday, Tuesday.
Here we go. Definitely, Bayern Leverkusen putting pressure on Bayern to say, you wanna have Jonathan Tah. We need a decision because we need to plan. Ole Hoeneß come out as a panic station, you know what I mean? Shit, we need to get this done. So they need to generate, if they get 50 million for those two players, sure, they will lose a bit and we will be the winners, right? At the end of the day, I think United will win. I think the PSG will cave as well and let us have a player that don't want to play, that handed in a transfer request. You're not going to keep a player that don't want to be there and that the manager's not going to keep. There's going to be an expensive option to keep on the bench and not even playing at all to play his salary. So it's going to turn out that they're going to sort of loan him out, get rid of his wage bill, and United will take on that as well. So listen, there's plenty of room in the window. I think, for me, I think we will see potentially the Ligt signing, Mazroui signing, Ugarte on a loan, and what else do we have? Potentially Rabiot on a loan as well, and on a free as well, free transfer. There's 4 players in. And what else do we have? And that's about it, I think. We will not go for a winger. We'll not go for a striker. I think we'll get 4 players in and 4 players out, and we'll be complete. And that, if we get that, that is a good window. That means if we get out Scott McTominay, Aaron Wan Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, and at the end of the day, if we get a bid in for Slabhead, Maguire, that's something, right? But still, he can do a job. He can do a job.
Yeah. I this comment that Anthony just mentioned, makes me remember how even Arsenal were really stern with the players that if they identify you as Deadwood, they really, really, really find a way to
freeze
get you out of there. They freeze you out. Look at Ozil, Aubameyang. It's a really long list of I think also what's his name? Mkhitaryan didn't last long there. Once they realize you're not in our plans, they find a way to. So
listen,
we need a more stern approach. Go ahead.
That happens in any work situation. Everyone's been there. If the management decides that they don't like you anymore, but there's employment laws, they find a loophole to freeze you out, to sort of mentally bully you, to hand in your notice period at the end of the day, right? True. Yeah. That also happened to Frankie Dejong when they tried to sort of force him out the club. Let you kidding not. Xavi forced him also, spoke shit about him, didn't play him, played him in the wrong position, played him as a centre back and stuff like that, only to try to get rid of him. So the manager will do these bits as well.
Yeah. The manager has to do his bits. So hopefully, by January, some of the Deadwood that we're not able to ship out this summer, we can actually, just clean up Manchester United, clean up this mess in the bathroom that you mentioned earlier. Apologies to anybody that is eating while watching the show, by the way.
You're smoking. I'm smoking this disposable vape. That's what I'm smoking, man. Seriously, I'm not smoking anything. I don't like that stuff, to be honest. We're not going to talk about that on this stream because of YouTube algorithm, apparently. So to summarize things, we are playing Community Shield on Saturday, my dear friend, and there is some injury crisis coming out that Aaron Wan Bisaka, I cannot play him for some reason. Somebody elbowed me in my face. Is him just not playing to not get sold? Question mark. We have Lindelof not available, apparently. We have Maguire not available. We have also the youngster, what's his name, Will Fish, out for 5 weeks. We have 3 months, Lenny Euro injured. I mean, Jesus Christ, what are we going to do against City? Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, that made himself available for the England game and got some time off, apparently. Was not part of the training, go to US. I'm injured. Get out of here.
He needs to change his name to Luke Unsure.
Unsure.
Unsure of playing, unsure of being a Man United
not
player.
Sure.
How do you stay fit all summer, and then once it's time to perform for the badge, you are not there? I know sometimes guys, I don't want to be overreactionary or whatever, but like injuries are things that are usually out of your control. But like seriously, what is going on
Seriously.
with Shaw? Something is not right mentally, spiritually, psychologically. There's something that's just really messed up right now that needs to be attended. And he talking about freezing players out, he should be somebody that we freeze out, because as far as I remember, did we renew his contract last year or
No, I
the
think
year?
we got 1 year left on his contract or something like that. But some people go retire. Some people are saying it's not like we are picking on the player. But you know what? Luke Shaw is a disgrace, and I agree with you, right? And even Dale O'Donnell, my gaffer from Stretty News as well, is saying the same thing. Because what? You make yourself available. You train yourself to participate 2 games in the England semi-finals and finals, right? And then all of a sudden, mysterious poof. When it comes to crunch time for the club that's paying you fucking salaries, you're not fucking available. Last season, you were available 47%. 47%. And United are paying you handsomely, 250K a week.
Jeez. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
fizz them out.
And I feel like we need to be actually what's the word? Like consistent in how we were unhappy with Martial. And I feel like the media was also behind this in terms of just being like, oh, Martial, blah, he's just, and then there was a little bit of bias when it comes to Luke Shaw, because just maybe he has a different passport. It's not convenient to have this agenda against him. But it's actually, for me, I feel like it's keeping the same energy. This has to be addressed. Luke Shaw, you cannot pull a Phil Jones on us anymore. We're trying to be
no Phil Jones.
You know what I mean? He's gonna rot in our hands. That's his plan.
No. I don't know, man. Could it be the Pogba curse, what Sadiq is saying, man? I don't know. I don't think so. It's just players getting cushy, players that sign on the old regime, players that got used to get away with things. But now they're trying to say, look, this is a new United. Everyone needs to fight for places. And everyone was saying, there was some toxic elements in the dressing room. He was part of it as well, apparently. He's been the survivor. You know what? I'm a survivor. That song. With a copywriting, but I think the time is up. Yeah. I think the time is up. I think it's time up. And I'm just frustrated that you make yourself fit. Of course, I saw that. Oh, this is brilliant. He will get himself fit in the England squad. That's his pre-season. But fuck me, you're not available now. What the hell is wrong with you, man?
Yeah, and a mental ball game. Like I know Malacia is also like an AI. He's not a.
Sorry.
He's not a. Yeah, no, I was just trying to make sure that I.
What injuries is it now? What is it now? I broke my pinky toe. Woo. My pedicure. I did my pedicure. Oh, it's broke my fingernails. Oh, I cannot play. I mean, come on, get out of here.
The conspiracy theorist in me wants to believe Malacia has a criminal case, or he's in prison somewhere, and we're just not talking about it. We're just saying, oh, he's not available for 2 to 3 months, or it's just a wild case of
listen, it used to be the Pamper FC. Now it's not Pamper FC. It's like Get On Your Bike FC, perform for the Berge in the club, right? It is a dilemma. Like the Deadwoods definitely needs to go, and this is what Ineos is trying to do, right? You can't force them out if they have 1 year left on this contract. But what you can do is to freeze them out, in a way. You can say, we're not going to play you. You're sure you want to play football, or you want to be paid handsomely, and then we will fizz you out after 1 year, like we did with this kid. What's his name? Brendan Williams as well, and Martial. We did the same thing. Because it was a mission impossible to sort of get rid of Martial. He was one of those late party poopers that didn't want to go. He was just happy to collect his money and just sit there and stink up the place.
And I think
when the push comes to shove, I'm injured.
I think Martial left because his contract ran out, it expired, and we just didn't offer him a moment to renew, right? And we tried everything to revive his career, to keep him in bubble wrap, sent him on loan to Sevilla or something like that, and he still couldn't impose himself. So, like for me, I think it's very telling. Right now, Martial is still at the unemployment center looking for a job.
The Doyle mental ball game. I do like to display your comment. Don't be afraid. We just happened to press at this different chat. So he's got controls, I got controls, but here you are. Mental ball game. What a great idea. Freeze out the only good left back we have while we haven't bought anyone. Talk sense, people. Talk sense that we have youngsters coming in. We have seen Harry Amas. We have seen Murray, the likes. We have seen the Mazroui can play both left back and right back. We know that Luke Shaw is kind of injury prone. We know that Malacia might come back sooner or later. We know that Deadwood can play left and right. So we have options. I'm not afraid. Plus we have, what's his name? Habib. Habib will go in the youngsters as well. We have people. Bibo.
Yeah. No, at the end of the day, like even Victor Lindelof, let's not forget he can be deployed on the right back position. Then we move Dalot to left back if push comes to shove.
If push comes to shove.
But obviously we don't want to get to that place. The thing that would really make me unsettled, Mick, and we're heading to that zone right now with the way the injury crisis is showing up is because is seeing Casemiro in the defensive line. Oh God. My blood pressure.
No. Never again. My blood pressure.
See Casemiro as a center back. Please cancel the watch along.
You will see Botswana Papi posting on Twitter saying with all the IVs from the hospital bed. Please, no.
Save me.
He recovered. Brace people, Sam. Big Sam. United. Listen, guys, we appreciate everyone that's tuning in. We are 883 watching live. What's going on at the moment? Who is live? What's going on? What's cooking in the kitchen? We have 65 likes and it's free. If you do smash the like in retrospective, let's get up to 100 likes. If not, it's mandatory. You don't have to, but it definitely helps the algorithm and the channel, both channels, whichever you're watching. So to summarize things, my friend, we are playing City, right, on the weekend. And I mean, they have a bone to pick because, we snubbed them, right, on the FA Cup. We all know what happened. But they haven't signed anyone, and they have a little bit of a crisis themselves. And what do you think? Who do you think we're going to line up?
Licha? So let's start from the back. And just say, okay. So from the back, obviously we have Mr. Serial risk taker Andre Onana as the goalkeeper.
Who, Andre?
You heard him say, I'm gonna be taking more risks.
Yep. I'm changing my Vaseline to super glue on my gloves.
Oh God!
You remember he dipped his gloves in the Vaseline? He's got a tub of Vaseline. Oh my God! So disgusting. So now he's gonna get super glue, right? We're in trouble now.
So we have Andre Onana in goal, right? And then so on right back, I guess. Well, let's start with left back first and say. This is one of those moments where we have to put Diogo Dalot on left back.
Amas.
Well, Wan Bisaka is, of course, Wan Bisaka is
He's injured, Amas.
So Amas on the
left. That looks good. That looks good. I agree.
Right. And then now here we have the super experienced, the big Johnny Evans.
Oh, Johnny Evans is a red.
Right.
And Licha. Right.
Left, right. That's how I'd line up at the back. What is your midfield, Nick?
Midfield consists of get Amrabat back in for this game. Seriously, like I would not go with Casemiro here. I would not go with Casemiro. I would start with Collier.
Okay. All right.
Collie.
But you sure so Casemiro is gonna be on the bench for you?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So that's Toby Collier right there. I think it's YER, right? Yeah. Collier.
Collier.
And then
we know cauliflower.
And here,
Cauliflower.
I think you said Maino, right?
Yeah, Maino and Bruno.
Of course, of course.
Bruno.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think it will be Rashford to the left and Ahmad to the right. Rashi, because Rashi has been fit, like he's been playing preseason. You haven't seen, the young Garnacho. He just came back from training as well. And number 11 will be Joshua Zirkzee.
Get it,
The
Zerk.
Zerk.
See, get
The
it, Zerk.
Zerk.
Go berserk. Go
Go
berserk.
berserk, Zerk.
Yeah.
So, what do you reckon? What do you think? Is this a good people in the VR room contribute? Do you think this is a great, fair, balanced lineup? Amas and Dalot on the flanks, on the back position. Licha and
Gomez.
Evans. I'm not sure about Evans, but okay, Evans provides stability for sure. Licha can push up into midfield to protect Collier. Yeah, he can be that inverted kind of midfielder as well going in. And then Bruno and Maino. Maybe Mason Mount on the bench, but I think Zirkzee, he might even go with the false number 9 to play Sancho on top, like with the false number 9. But I think it's time for Zirkzee to go berserk. Rashi and Ahmad. This is our best chance, I think, for now.
I feel like it's gonna be Casemiro though. I hear you on the call here, but
who's gonna play? Who's gonna play left back? You don't have Luke Shaw. He's injured. Who else are you gonna play there?
Yeah, it's
Spider Legs is not available. He's dodging the bullet. So I think Ahmad's gonna get the nod. And then in the second half, you have a Murray, to replace him if things don't go the way it is.
Yeah.
We saw Amas against Mo Salah. He did well. Like he pocketed Salah a few times, gave him a hard time.
Yeah. What do you think about Yale? Just mentioned it too. It's a great minds.
Anthony as a left back. Oof, I don't know. The judge and jury's out on him. He doesn't look too motivated, or he looks frustrated. But he's going to be having a tough year. But I believe he can play left back. I can believe he can play right back. But left back, yeah. But why would you play him as a left back when you already have a left back, natural position, Almas, right? It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. So there's no room for Sancho in your team?
Sancho. Yeah, well, it depends on if we're not playing Zirkzee, we play Sancho. There's these two alternatives.
Yeah. This is
Garnacho will be on the bench. We'll still have a solid bench. So yeah, I'll go with this lineup, to be honest.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Looks solid. I accept that. For me, I say, as horrible as Casemiro has been, I think it's gonna be Casemiro in there, and then everything else probably will be the same.
Okay, you think for experience they will throw in Casemiro?
For experience, he's gonna pick Casemiro, and then hopefully, and then Collier will come in the second half. Actually, most likely also Sancho here, because we saw Sancho all preseason play false 9.
False number 9. Yeah, it might be. Well, we'll see on Saturday, guys. We'll see on Saturday. In terms of your score prediction.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Before the score prediction, did you hear Joshua Zirkzee talking about himself as not a 9, nor a false 9? He says he's not 9.5. That's
9.5.
Yeah, he's a 9.5.
Yeah, he's a 9.5. We said that before.
So anyway, yeah. Score prediction. I'm gonna go with we got the wheel. We got the wheel.
We got the wheel.
All right. Nick's got the wheel.
We got to do the wheel. It's the premiere of the season. Do the wheel. Do the wheel. Come on, guys. Do the wheel. All right. So let's finish up with some fun. Let's do the wheel. Okay. Everyone that is new, this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is what we've been doing for last season. So basically, we are not messing around with the footballing, guys, pops. We let the Wheel of Fortune do it. And sometimes some people say it's jinx. It's not AI. But get your score prediction. I have 1-0, 1-1, 2-0, 2-2, 3-2, 3-1, 3-0, 2-1. Oh, actually, I have 2-1. Oh, I got to remove this duplicate. 2-1. What else do you have in mind?
Actually, you have the scores that I was thinking. It could be also maybe high scoring 3-3 if Onana really takes a lot of risks.
Yeah, but if it's a 3-3, then it goes to penalties, right?
Yeah. I mean, you have 2-2
Yeah.
in there and 1-1. You might as well.
Oh, well, I'm put pens here, just pens.
Yeah, pens. There we go.
Pens.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay.
Penalties.
There we go.
All right, so we go for penalties as well. Done deal, guys. Should we do this, ladies and gentlemen? Are you ready to place your bets? I will go with a 2-1 United.
You go 2-1 United. I say
It's
3-1
a replica.
United.
It's a replica.
3-1. 3-1 United. Let's go.
Are you going with a Ruby Classic? Okay, I'm jumping on you.
All right.
That's my second bet. Okay, let's go.
Second bet, I say penalties. And we win on penalties. It's going to be a 1-all draw.
It's going to be a penalty. It's still going to be a pen. It still goes to pen. 1-1.
Yeah.
1-1. So it still goes to penalties. It's 1-1. But 1-1 full time with penalties. Freaking hell.
Yes.
And Onana in goal. No. Is the Turkish Bayern still with us? Yes, he is.
No, he is.
Yeah,
I know Tom Heaton is. I can't remember if Bayern is still with us. I doubt it. Hold on. Wasn't he looking for like a greener pasture somewhere? Well, let me see. I think Bayern should.
Yeah, listen, I'm just going to go in while you're looking up. Lillis United says 3-0 United, 2 errors from Onana. City 3-0. Oh, God, you still believe. I don't really care about a Community Shield. I don't care. 4-1 City, what you guys are saying. You still believe? You know, that's the thing. Like, nobody believed we can win the FA Cup, and look what we did, right? We were getting battered, what you're saying here. 100%. 3-1, what you're saying here. Lillis 3-3. There he is. He's smiling. Turkish Bayandir. Good stuff. Back to be home. Sweet home. Big up. Tommy Boyle to say, I hate to say it, but City will have revenge for FA Cup. I can see us losing 4-1. Sorry. How have they been doing in the preseason, though? They haven't been doing great either, right?
Yeah, they beat Chelsea 4-2, and the other games before that they lost like 2 games. So you know, they haven't had a great preseason either. But that's because Pep was playing guys like McAtee, Oscar Bob, Rico Lewis, you know, and now they actually have the full squad now back in training, you know, full training. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see also what the new player Savio, the Brazilian acquisition that they have. We'll see what he's got in his locker, because he's a very, very deadly dribbler. I was watching the Copa America, and he dribbled like eight successful dribbles in like 15 minutes, Mick. That was, and while Rafinha, who he was replacing, had only like 1 dribble in more than an hour. So that was incredible to see. Another elite dribbler that Man City have.
Monday Monana apparently changing his Vaseline to super glue. He says, I want to take more risks. Bro, I'm not super convinced of him as of yet. Even his distribution that everyone was saying, watch out for that. I haven't seen much of that. So I'm a little bit skeptical, sitting on the fence, like, you know, treading with water. The only concern I have is the easy shots that goes low, and he's like a tank, like getting down. He doesn't get down, right? You know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what she said. You don't get down, like, you know. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Don't get down, my lord.
Get down quick. Get it down quick. Oh. Sorry, we are doing a roast here. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, it's been a while, man. It's been a while since we did a stream.
Don't forget to hit the like button. You're getting some Mick and Poppy energy right now. You know.
Yep.
This is how we're entering the season. We're gonna go pick up that dinner plate, whatever it's called, community dinner plate, community shield. Sorry. And yeah, I think, like, really truly think like we're gonna win it on penalties. Maybe 1-all, maybe 2-all will take us to, or 3-all even. But we are definitely gonna pick it up.
I still believe that we will have, you know, I still can deliver. I still we have. It's going to be a surprise. But however, I'm not going to be available to watch it for the first time. I'm so sorry. Like, it happened to be that I'm invited for a birthday party, and I'm going to try to sort of stream it on MUTV app.
Oh no, you're not gonna be there for the watch along.
No, I'm invited for a birthday party at Maya Beach Club, so I can't. Like, it's a good friend of mine's birthday. Everything is there, table, everything. But I'm gonna sit there by the table, like, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna be able, but guys, you're gonna stream, and I never miss a game. And unfortunately, these happen to be booked on this community shield. So I'm absolutely devastated. Like, what do you say? Anyway, Wizard, what you're saying here, my man was Wizard saying here, Fergie said himself he only brought De Gea because he was quick to get on his feet and get down to left and right. But everywhere else he was shit, but he didn't care. Lol. Yes, true that. Get down, move it all around, get down.
Exactly. Big up Chris, by the way, who's asking. He's asking who is bots. I am bots. Yeah, this is my friend's band, actually. So if you
cool
music,
go
check them out. Yes, go check them out on Spotify or Apple Music. Great
anyway, guys, great stream, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It's been great energy. We have the Power Hour in the house, Botswana Papi Aka Football Power Hour. We're streaming on his channel as well. And it's been a long, hot minute since you and me, my friend Amigo, did a stream together. We are living miles apart, and time difference is 10, 11 hours. So just for us to coordinate. But this guy never sleeps anyway. He's always eating his fruit plates and just having the munchies all the time, yeah?
You know how it is. We got to make sure we bring the roast back when the
roast needs to come back. Sunday roast.
Yeah.
Anyway, Luan France, please remember to smash and like for Football Power support. He is being monetized. Big up to you. You achieve your milestone, and we also need to support
2K. I think I'm at like
2K.
100 subscribers or so away from 2K or 120 subscribers.
Trust the process. Can you play that one? Trust the process.
Come on. Of course I can play it. Hold on. Where's the process? I can't find it now. I don't.
Get out of here. What the?
I can't.
That's KG.
Myself.
Trust the process.
My thought was, what's the process?
What's the process? Well, we will find out sooner or later, guys. Brilliant. Thank you, everyone. Good night. And thank you for tuning in. 3:52 Thailand time, and it's time for me to sleep. What a day. What a stream. And what a couple of days of football we're looking forward to, and the transfer window. Some people don't like it. It's mental health. All I can say is my advice to you, just kick back, make yourself a cup of tea, just watch this unfold and let the big boys do the job. That's all I have to say. Papi, what do you have to say as a roundup call?
As a roundup call is, guys.
Are you going to sing this closing time? Closing time.
It's closing time. It's liking time. It's subscribe time. I put the link to my YouTube channel in the chat, by the way.
Yeah, but you know that song. Who sings that song? Closing time. Time to take it. What?
It's closing time. Is it
Adios, amigos.
Man, I can't remember.
I know who you want to take me home. Yeah. Anyway, big up, Papi. Any final words from you? Where can people follow you? Of course.
You can follow me right there. I put the link in the chat. Football Power Hour. And guys, we always do the watch alongs. We always on Fridays we always do a quiz. This week's quiz has some things about the Olympics as well as Premier League facts. So if you don't know, if you want to beef up your trivia or test your trivia on some of these things, this is the spot for you. This is the show for you. 10 p.m. UK time. Make sure you take care of yourself. Drink more water. Take care of your loved ones. And guys, we'll
Yeah.
see you next
And
time.
also, you live here on this channel as well. You've been part from the very first beginning. So yeah, big up.
Oh.
It's just that you and me, we haven't had much time lately, like because of the time difference. So always a pleasure to have you on, my friend. And you're also becoming part of Jarvis's Corner Monday. Seismic Science closing time. Yeah.
Yes.
Seismic.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Semiconic. Yeah.
Listen, I want to thank everyone that's tuning in. I want to thank Jeff Steele for his super chat, Jonathan Liljeborn for his super chat, all the legends in the house. We have Luan France coming in, Adios Amigos, Lillis United, Dark Crow, we have Jawick, we have Stephanie Griffith, the monitor, Jamie Wayne, we had Wizard, we had, still Chris is also, who is Bots. Bots is not AI bots, but he's all bots, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we had...
It's a shorthand for Botswana. Chris.
Yeah, we have John O'Connell, a face that I haven't seen before. Moses is in the house. Who else? Who else? Nico as well. We have a lot of good people. Chris Dunker as well. Big up, man. Big up. And Kush was in the house. We mentioned you as well. All the legends, please enjoy them on me. And Tommy Boyle, yes. And Manla Lutata as well. Anyway, time to close the shop. It's closing time. Time to order your whiskey and wine, whatever you're drinking, pin back your ears. It's time to say goodbye. But we're not going to sing the song. Time to say goodbye. Anyway, like and subscribe, and we should see you to the next video. Peace. Oh, yes. Yes, we have Bruno in the house. We have Bruno.
This is Bruno. Welcome, Bruno, to the stream. Say hi.
Yeah, Bruno. Anyway, big up, people. Look forward to see you till next time. Time to close the shop. Glory, Manchester United. What we say here: peace, love, and go banana. And say hello to Bruno, the lovely dog. See you later, pups. See you later, people. Enjoy. Peace.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.
Oi, Bruno, come here, boy, come here, Bruno, jump, Bruno. What's the score prediction? Will Manchester United win, Bruno?
Speak.
Yeah, Bruno thinks that Manchester United is going to win, but not on penalty time to close.